What's up, guys? This is Bullfire the Fell-Handed. I am on Dukla Pass. I hope I am pronouncing that right. We are in a standard battle, and I am in the Panzer V-4. Now, if you are not privy to what the Panzer V-4 is, it is the hull of a Panzer V, which is also known as the Panther tank. That's why you will notice the very angular front end of this tank and the slightly angular sides, and it has the turret of the Panzer IV tank. This is denoted by the very upward pointing commander's cupola, as well as the additional spaced armor around the turret. And of course, as we all know, or as some of us should know who are World War II fans of tanks, the Panther hull, or the Panzer Kampfwagen 5, had the side skirts, the thin armored side skirts there, 5 millimeters of armor. So it doesn't really do a whole lot, but it's there. Moving on. This is a very good tank. It has the gun is on par with the other German Tier 5 tanks. About 110 shot, about the exact same penetration, so very even killed gun. Not a long range gun at all, not meant for sniping, it's meant for close-up work, much like the Type 59, one of my personal favorite tanks. Now moving on, the mobility is okay. It's fast in a straight line. It does not turn very well, much akin to the Batchat. If you haven't purchased this tank, I would look into it. It's very good. I would have to lean towards maybe the E25 if you had a choice. The E25 is an extremely specialized tank. I'm not going to go into a lot of details as this is not an E25 game, but it does hold a very special place in my heart. Moving on. I do not know a lot about this map. I cannot offer a lot of tactical advice. I just took an arty round in game, so I'm kind of backing off. I just took another arty round. Now, it is times like these when there are multiple targets to shoot at and I am the one being singled out if possibly someone did not recognize me. At any rate, we are repositioning, and if someone is trying that hard to kill you, my viewers, you need to reposition and make things difficult for them. You never want to be that guy who at the end of the game drowns himself or jumps off a cliff. All your cliff jumps should be accidental or going for a death from above, in my humble opinion, my constant viewers. So what I'm doing right now, I am in a perfect position here. I'm looking around. I am hoping one of these other greens will run out there and get us some spots. But you know what? I am not very patient. My patience depends on what tier I am. The lower the tier I am in, the less patience I have. So I am trying to go out here and get some things done. Now I must mention at this time, every time I cut across the field, no matter what side I'm on, just bullets zing out of nowhere. So at the same time, I want to get things done, but I am also very cautious. I don't want to commit too much at any one time. So I decide, let's go over here, let's get rid of this TD since he is kind of isolated, he's out here on its own, and we have a few greens who are somehow terrified to rush him. I haven't really worked out why, but you know what, maybe there's a secret over here I'm not privy to. At any rate, we are just going to blaze around the corner and go ahead and shut him down. We put a couple of rounds in him and move on about our day. We are coming up into an area here. There are a number of tanks back here that I somehow become intimately familiar with very shortly. The clicker there put one in my side. Apparently I am his new favorite thing because he continues to shoot at me this entire game. I come around the corner here and put a few rounds in this guy right here. We couldn't really get a good ram because we couldn't turn it that tight. In other words, there's not even really use in any e-braking, because if we do that, most of the time you end up e-braking too hard and the tank spins around. There comes another arty round. My number one fan is in the back corner somewhere. So we have a guy who is kind of scouting. World's slowest scout, I'm not really sure. Either way, we're still putting rounds downrange. We're still having a good time. And you know, guys, the benefit of these lower tiers is you don't necessarily have to aim in every single shot. You can phone it in. You hit that auto lock and hope for the best. Run APCR, what have you, and just hope for the best. And that's kind of why I enjoy it sometimes. It's not quite so stressful, but if you know what you're doing, you can still be highly effective. And you know, in some part of me, I would like to think that I am in fact being highly effective. So we're still running APC, or excuse me, we're running AP right now. And you know, I am a huge advocate of premium rounds. I totally endorse them at all times. And there's my clicker friend who shot me for the vast majority of the entire game. Let's go ahead and send him a gift from the bowl. We send him back to the garage, my dear viewers, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Well, you know, there's two of us left, and I don't really know what to do. There's one person over here, and we're gonna try to put some rounds on him, but you know, my options are a wee bit limited. I decided to kind of T-bone him there at the last minute, put a round into this gentleman, and he kills me. Guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. It's on the new map, Dukla. It sounds a bit odd. At any rate, we had a pretty good game. I did about 12 or 1300. I think I accidentally cut that part out when I had to respond to this email. I'm not exactly certain why I wouldn't show this particular video, but nevertheless, here it is. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.